Some might genuinely wonder what it is like to be a student athlete. And looking from the outside in, it can seem pretty simple. But I can tell you from firsthand experience that this is not the case. The life of a student athlete can be draining both physically and mentally. And while there are pluses and upsides to being one, there are also some downs to it. I would like to start with what it takes to become a student athlete in the first place at the collegiate level, that being. It starts back in high school, the student part of it. You need the grades to even be considered a candidate to receive any type of scholarship from a university, from a school, anything in that nature. And if you have the grades, great. But now, do you have the talent? And that talent comes with the work that you put in, outside of school, before school, during school, whenever. And sometimes that work, it comes with sacrificing a lot, whether it being school work or being social time or, things of that nature. What is it like to being a student athlete? It isn't as easy as people think, as I said before. There are good days, there are bad days, you just have to find a mix and a balance. And that goes to the pros of being a student athlete. If you're a person that likes being known, hey, student athlete, you're pretty known. You be known nationally, local. For a lot of people, that's just enough for them. And being known, it comes with a lot. It really does. What comes with being a student athlete? It comes with a target on your back. A target to be better than than what is expected. That's a bad way to say it, but I feel like being a student athlete, there's a target, and whether it's a good target or a bad target. Good target being, like I said, you're known publicly. You're known. Bad target being you're known publicly, so people might try to find any way to bring you down as a student athlete, things like that. What comes with being a student athlete? The expectations, the balance of student and athlete. In the classroom, you have to have your grades right in order to be eligible to be the athlete that you want to be in your respective sport. And things like that. And it can be tough on a lot of student athletes, but a lot of us, we do get through it. We do find a way to find that balance, and I think it is very important. The do's and don'ts of a student athlete. Like I said, there's a target on your back as a student athlete. And a student athlete, we can't go out and, do the things that a normal student might do. We have to, to in order to stay in shape for a respected sport, certain things we can't eat, can't drink, and you just have to have a different discipline to be a student athlete. And I think that is a discipline that we all can use in our regular lives as well. But as a student athlete, that is something that you have to be big on, self-discipline, and just having discipline, period. There's things that there's time for everything, as they say. And as a student athlete, you have to understand that. And being a student athlete, like I said, it isn't easy. There's a lot that comes with it. There's ups and downs, there's pluses, there's minuses, there's things that that are good. However, as a student athlete, life, it isn't as good as people make it seem. And I wish I could go in deeper detail about this topic, but